Welcome back to my channel. Alright, so update on illnesses. I'm still not 100%. My head hurts a little bit. It's been kind of a off and on day. Not feeling great. Not feeling absolutely terrible, but my son has been under a blanket all day freezing. And it's cool in the house, but it's not cold. And he's not been able to get his temperature up. So he's under 2 or 3 blankets just getting warm, but he doesn't have fever. And they said he doesn't have strep. So I've just had him curled up under a blanket, staying warm. And as long as he's like that, he's fine. So that's all I can do. But that's a different story. What I wanted to show y'all today, I found a book at a thrift store. And it is, I'll show you the design. MJ Hummel. I think with the mark it's supposed to be Hummel, but I'm not sure. I haven't ever really looked it up to find out. But in this book, there are several really adorable designs. Now, what I did not know is that this was written, these were painted by a nun, and her name was Sister Mary Innocentia Hummel. Pretty sure it's Hummel. I did not know that. I did not know that these were paintings by a nun. Now, she was, from what I could see, she was born in 1909. And there's the story is all in here. I have not read it yet because I just got it last week or so. But the reason I bought it is because I have done several of her designs in cross stitch. I have this book here. And the very first one that I did was this one. Now, I filled it in with marker and pen as I went along to keep track of where I was. I didn't do the whole thing. But this one I did for my daughter. And I will add the pictures at the end of the video of the actual painting and the cross stitch that I did. So I did that one for my daughter and put her name on it. And my mom is actually going to be making her a quillo, a quilt that you fold into a pillow. Now, the other ones I did at some point, let me find the first one. I don't remember when I did these, when I did the first one. The second one. This one, the little girl sewing by candlelight. That one is called Helping Mother. The first one, let me find that one. The first one is called Apple Tree Girl. Now, these two I had done, and then there was another one that I had done. I finished it more recently. It's called Book Lore, and it's a little boy reading at a table with a dog. And I will add the pictures at the end of this. But this is the picture of the little girl cross stitch one. And then there's a boy. So, what I am planning to do, I had this idea this morning. It came to me, and I was like, oh man, I really like these designs. And I have the little girl sewing and the little boy reading done. So what I think I'm going to do, I went on eBay this morning and I found 2 more of these designs. One is a Christmas one and one is just another one similar to this, but different designs. This book is from 1980 and the other 2 are from 1982 and 1984. Now, I was born in 82, so I thought that was kind of cool to find when the year I was born. A lot of the cross-stitch patterns that I have, quite a few, are from 1982. That's always kind of fun to find things the same age as me. But what I am going to do is I'm going to start sometime. This is going to be a drawn-out project. This is not going to happen in a month. This isn't going to happen in a year. This is probably going to be over the next 2 years. But what I would like to do is start cross-stitching each of these designs and put them all together and store them away. And then someday get them all framed And in the hallway of my house, we have other decorations in the hallway. Nothing too pertinent. There's some family photos that can be moved to a different place. There is some Western, well, American Indian and Western things that were my husband's grandmother's. And there was also a couple of other things that we've added to that little wall. Those can all be moved to the boys' room because it's kind of a Western theme. And then there's odds and end decorative things. Nothing super meaningful besides family photos, which they can be moved to a different place. What I would like to do is get all of these framed similarly and then do my entire hallway in my house with these pictures. So I'll show you some of the other designs. This one is called Lots of Luck. The little boy. And I believe he's holding, yeah, it's a bow and some arrows. But he's looking at clovers, I think. I think that's what the picture is. Actually, is that the one on the front of the book? Yeah. It's not clovers, it's flowers. That's the design. And then, this one is one of my favorites. Two kids under the umbrella. Isn't that precious? Now, I know it's hard to tell because it's just the design here, but I mean, this is just the pattern. This one is called Mother Swan. Little girl looking at the swans. Postman. Isn't that cute? Now, most of these would not take me very long because they're pretty simple designs for me. Now, some people might find them harder, but because I've done much harder, these are very simple, quick designs. In fact, the book lore, the little boy, when I went to finish it, I don't know why I didn't finish it. I pulled it out and went, why have I never finished this? I was done in like 2 days. This one, isn't that sweet, the little girls? That one's called Little Friends, but they're playing Ring Around the Rosie. I just love that. And then, let's see, Girl Kissing Doll. It's so sweet. And Singing Quartet. I love this one. Aren't they so handsome? I just love it. And then, let's see, go to the next page. Oh, this is another big pattern. This one's called Sitting Happily Together. Now, I will say these should all be similar in size, but some of the patterns seem bigger because the squares are actually bigger on the page. So that one is cute. That one is called Sitting Happily Together. It's the little bunnies. If I can get to the next page. And then a little girl with the umbrella. And then this one's None for You, the little boy and the dog. They're just so cute. Now, I will say, the actual paintings are not as cute. Okay, that was the last one. They're okay, but the actual paintings are kind of a little bit, I don't want to say scary, but maybe. They're not scary. They're just not as cutesy as the cartoon figures of them. Now, I have been racking my brain. So, okay, this is the little girl one and the little boy one. I have been racking my brain because I remember seeing these when I was a kid. I remember somebody having them. And I thought my mom had one. The one with the two little kids under the umbrella. And she says she never had that. I don't know. So, I don't know where I learned about these, but I remember as a child thinking the figurines were just magical. And I don't know who had them. Somebody had them because I remember them as a child, but I don't know who or where I saw them, but I don't know. So, anyway, my plan over the next couple of years is to just stitch one at a time, get them finished. Now, I probably won't start on any of these until after I finish my daughter's quilt for her graduation. And I haven't even started on that yet because I don't have it in here. I was going to show y'all my cross. It's coming along. I haven't really worked on it much the last couple of days because it's been busy. But more than likely, tonight I'll pull it out and I'll work on it a while. It's getting really, really, really close to being done, and I want to finish it. And then I promised a friend that I would not cross stitch anymore after I finished that till I finished reading a book. She got me Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. I have wanted to read that forever. So she got me the book for Christmas, and it has been sitting there, and I'll read a little tiny bit, but I think I'm only in chapter 2. So I am going to not allow myself to cross stitch until the book's done. That'll motivate me to read the book. So that's my plan, is to read that book before I start on the quilt again. But I have to finish the quilt by May, so I have to get going on it. And I can finish it within a month or 2 if I just work on it. So that's that. And then when I finish with the quilt, I have a print. It's called Little Women by Paula Vaughn, which I absolutely love Paula Vaughn. And I've never cross-stitched a Paula Vaughn design. So I found one, I started it, I did a good bit of it, and then other projects creeped up that needed to be done sooner. So Paula Vaughn kind of got put away. So my plan is to pull that one out and finish it when I finish the quilt. And then that will get me up to date on all of my big projects. No, I have one more that I'll do after I finish Paula Vaughn. And I might do it at the same time. It might be one that I just pick up and work on a little bit. I've already done the design before, but someone very, very dear to me has requested that design again. I'd sworn I would never do it again. But he loved it. He's my cousin, and I told him I would do it for him. So I ordered another kit of it, and it's intense. So it may be one that I do for a little bit till I get overwhelmed, and then move to back to the Paula Vaughn and back and forth. So yeah, then when I get done with all these big projects, I'm going to be more than ready to start on these little ones. And I might do a couple little ones in between all those just to kind of get my sanity back. But anyway, I've been on here long enough, so I'm going to get off and stop talking and go figure out supper. So talk to y'all later.